to report to Captain Brandt.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? We've got goblins!
We ought to proceed with caution. I shan't let them harm you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I've just had a thought.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Pray, allow me to...
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
This again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone. What is it? If you're looking for Gran, she's out. 'Tis dreadful dull round here. How long do they mean to shut me away? All I want is to study magic, but Gran refuses to teach me. If only I had a grimoire or two, then I could study on my own. If you find any grimoires, would you bring them to me? You needn't seek them out. Any you happen to find will do. Still, I'll write up a list of the tomes I'd most like, so you know which ones to keep an eye out for. Let's see. There. All done. Mayhap I was a little overeager, but you needn't bring them all. Just 2 or 3 would be swell. Though I would be thrilled to have the lot. Oh, and Gran is like to confiscate the grimoires should she espy them. Pray hand them to me when she's not at home. Have you brought me a grimoire, sir? Thank you for all the grimoires, sir. Is that the last of them you'll be bringing? Then you have my gratitude for all you've done. Would that I had a reward for you, but I'm afraid I've little gold of my own. Oh, mayhap this will suffice. 'Tis a ring my father gave me. 'Tis only fitting, really, given he was the one who forbade my studies in the first place. Go on. 'Tis no cheap trinket. Now, I'd best take my leave of you. I've my studies to attend to.
Miss Trisha was positively thrilled to receive those grimoires. May her studies prove fruitful.
My studies are proceeding apace, thanks to you, sir.
Methinks we could move this boulder, if we work together.
Would anyone care to push?
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Ah! Here we are.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
On my way!
Trisha! Trisha! Oh, no. We managed to avoid the worst by some miracle. I am grateful for your aid. You must come visit us again, once she has recovered.
'Twas a near thing, but Miss Trisha is saved. Let us look in on her again in the coming days to see how she fares.
Understood.
I am grateful to you. Come visit us again, once Trisha has had a chance.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
We have reached our destination.
Oi, 'twould seem I've you to thank for saving me as well as Gran. Who could have suspected things would happen as they did? 'Twas as though my very self was about to vanish. Gran said 'twas because the magic within me is many times greater than 'tis within other people. She's going to teach me how to control my magic so it won't happen again. I can hardly wait. Oh, that reminds me. Keep this a secret from Gran. But when my magic was all out of control, I learnt a sort of technique. I'll need to study hard if I'm to try it without exploding again.
Learning to shackle such immense power seems...
This might surprise you, but I've already mastered a variety of magics. And since you've been so kind to me, I'd like to teach you a special one. Are you keen?
So quiet isn't to be found in the city.
Aught I can do for you?
Pray, follow me.
Ah, you've come. My thanks again for your aid in saving Trisha's life. Now, I have a question for you, and I beg you to answer it honestly. I shan't condemn you for it. You couldn't have known the dangers 'twould pose, and nor could Trisha. The fault lies with me for my reticence. You see, a similar deluge of magic to the one you witnessed consumed Trisha's mother, and her father feared the same fate would befall his daughter, and bade me to keep her from dabbling in magic. But now that Trisha has awoken to the wellspring within her, I will need to teach her to control it. She will have her wish after all.
Over here, if you please.
Always sets me to think, this place. I fear I've naught useful to share.
Now that Trisha has awoken to the wellspring within her, I have no choice.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation.
I shall strive to learn from your example, that I might reach new heights of my own.
I always wanted to learn magic, but now I know not to underestimate the dangers it can pose. I'm going to devote myself to my studies till I've got my powers well under control.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I'll need to fix supper as well. And after that...
Would you mind coming over here? Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall
Back again, are you? Make yourself at home. I was hoping I could beg a favor of you, sir. You have my gratitude.
Grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
This is rather thrilling.
I'll go and open the chest.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take...
Goblins, Master!
Leave it to me. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
You have my protection.
When tasked, be sure to avoid open flames.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
You have my gratitude. This is for you, as a token of my gratitude.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I would...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
I shan't let them harm you. The Arisen has been put to speed! Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. Goblins approach!
Allow me.
One of us has been drenched! I will protect you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Extraordinary. Trisha is proving to be a model pupil, and 'tis plain to see how delighted she is to be studying magic. I suppose the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
back? Have you come to talk to me? Say, would you be willing to do me a favour? Thank you.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say, we forge on together for as long as we may.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Thank you. Take this, with my sincerest thanks.
As a matter of fact, this is the place where you awoke to your destiny, Master, if you'll recall. The memories we made here shall never be forgotten.
Here at the inn, we also offer check. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
I am honored, Master. This Maester's teaching is a precious gift. I swear I shall make good use of it. Inspires naught but misgivings. Well met, sir.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Do come again.
Seeing your arrows sail overhead shall bolster my morale tenfold, and make our enemies tremble.
'Tis a vocation requiring peerless dexterity. It suits you well, Arisen.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a...